stop the scroll? How do you get other people to want to watch your videos? Now, I do got to share this with you because if you just got a big lump in your throat, like, oh, Michelle, you mean I have to create videos to make an income? I'm going to share with you, there's what's called a faceless marketing strategy where you can not talk on videos and build a very successful brand that way as well. I do have a gal that she is doing this to make an extra $300 a month, and all she does is make posts. She uses Facebook, and she's never done a video. She has no desire to do a video. She just is really good at storytelling in her content on social media. And she's averaging anywhere from 3 to 900 or 6 to 900 a week. And this was the first, last Christmas was the first Christmas she was able to take her family on vacation, the first time they left their state and the first time they'd ever been on an airplane. And she's never done a video. So yes, depends on the income you want to make, but it's just all about social media, right? So how do you stop the scroll? Well, this is where you get to know who your perfect customer is. And you use stop the scroll hooks. This is what we teach you inside our program. And you do what's called the CTA. That's a call to action. And that goes back to your automated sales process, which I call it your freedom machine, because it's just going to be freely out there working for you 24/7. And by the way, this is what you learn inside the Legacy Builder program. So let's just recap real quick. Step 1, promote a product and make 100% profit. Step 2, automate your business so it's out there working for you 24/7. Step 3, get your business discovered so you don't have to find customers or follow up or bother friends and family or live in DMs to make your income. We show you attraction marketing and attract people to your automated sales process. Step 4, stand out by relating with your content, which sends people back to your automations. So what's next? What would step 5 be? It's a new customer because your automations did the rest of the work for you. So let me break down how to make 900 a day with this 5-step blueprint. Do you guys realize if you learn the skills and strategies to attract one customer a day to you, one customer a day is 900 a day, which is $328,000 a year. Do you realize if you learned this and you made $328,000 a year in 3 years, you are a self-made millionaire? How awesome is that? 5 billion people on social media, and all you need is one a day to discover you and want to buy from you. So let's break that down. On average, inside my community, when 20 people put their email in, on average, 1 out of 20 are buying. So with that being said, all you need is 20 people to discover your automated sales process through posting free ads or through your social media post. And that is 900 a day. And that's what we focus on. You actually have something to focus on. When you get this system working for you, it is way more predictable than a job. Look at all the people being laid off right now. Look at all of the companies closing some of their stores. That means there's thousands and thousands of people that didn't expect to lose their job have lost their job. Automations, the digital world isn't going anywhere. So you want some freedom and security in your life, you can find that with an automated sales business. Now, you might be thinking, but Michelle, I don't know anything about digital marketing. How do I get 20 people a day to subscribe? I'm going to cover with you exactly how to do that, right? Because you don't know anything about promoting programs. You don't know anything about sales funnels, social media marketing, stop to scroll content, how to track 20 people a day without talking to anybody. That is why, you guys, you can go watch free videos all day long, but you need a step-by-step process, right? And that is what we do inside the Legacy Builder program. It's no different than anything. If you were going to go build a home, you would get a blueprint and you would have a contractor and you would follow that step by step. And that's exactly what we do with the Legacy Builder program. So I just want to cover that with you real quick. So when you get the Legacy Builder program, you get a complete training system that walks you through step by step. You're going to get the ultimate discovery system. You're going to learn how to build your brand, even faceless branding, if you like, how to copy and paste free ads. You're going to learn how to use social media to attract customers to you. You're also going to get Your Invisible Empire. It's a complete 72-page PDF plus a training I did on it, plus a Q&A as well. Plus, you're going to be part of our amazing community. You guys, we have 37,000 people inside our community. We host our community inside Skool, which is Skool, and we are the #1 community in school. It's not because we're the biggest, by the way, it's because we have the most engagement. So why am I telling you that? Because yes, you're going to be in business for yourself and make 100% profit, but you're not going to be in business by yourself. You literally have 37,000 other like-minded entrepreneurs just like you that are going to be here to help you build a very successful business. Now, real quick, before I go on, I want to introduce you to someone that has actually never shared before, and I'm really excited for you to hear her story. And I'm looking for her and I don't see her. Oh my goodness. Karen, if you're on here, message me real quick. Okay, so Tim, I'm gonna let you take it away because I just kind of talked about
Here we
being
go.
laid off, right? It's happening a
Oh,
lot right now in the world. You experienced that, but what I love about your story is you've had zero experience in anything digital or online or anything. So can you share your story real quick?
yeah. Hi, Michelle. And guys, welcome. I'm so excited to be here today, and really just share my story. My story is probably very different than what you'll hear. There's a lot of moms on here. But I will share something. I come from the corporate world. I helped created a company that went from 300 stores to 1,000 stores in retail. That is my background. And they actually, like Michelle says, you have specific companies in retail that are closing the doors every day. But I didn't know it was going to happen to me because my role at my company that I worked with was very impactful. Again, we started and built a company from 300 stores to over 1,000 stores. And that's what I was hired to do. Well, obviously, they came into my office one day and they said my role had been eliminated. Shocked, overwhelmed, surprised, like you cannot believe, defeated. Ego and pride was just like, how could you do this to me? And then really the other thing that emotions that went through my head is, wait a minute, I've been with you for 25 years. Helped you go from 300 retail stores to 1,000 in categories. And you're telling me you don't have a need for me. I know I'm not the only one that felt that way. However, I'm also a dad of 5 amazing children. I'm about to celebrate my 32nd year of marriage to my best friend and my beautiful bride, and I get to go golfing every day. I started this business 17 months ago, and the thing about my story is, it's not like everybody else's. I just knew that I didn't want to go back to another corporate job. I live in California. I was flown around the country, 5, 6 different states to get hired, and to other companies. Every time I got back on that plane coming home, even though I was offered a couple roles, and these were if you're in the corporate world, these were the roles. Like these were not sure, these were the roles that you're basically running a company. And what I realize is after 25 years, my schedule of leaving California Monday morning, flying on a plane to somewhere in the United States, and not coming home until Friday morning. There's a lot of people in corporate America, you can relate to these roles. Now, I will share with something with you. When I would get back from these interviews, as great as they were, I just realized one thing. My wife, who I always say is my queen, and I always say she's my best friend, is because she kept me looking like a hero in front of my kids because I was never there. And as I grew older in this corporate job, thinking what we do, we go to school, get good grades, sit down, shut up, and listen. And I did all those things. And they still came into my office after 25 years being with a company at the age of 55 and said they didn't need me anymore. I think when you have those moments, and then along the way in my head, all the memories came back where my 2 oldest daughters said they hated me because I was never there. I didn't go to my baseball game. You didn't go to my softball game. Like, and they'd be mad. But then there's my wife saying, Daddy's not there. Hang in there. He'll be there. He'll make it. Don't worry. But they don't understand. So I realized when I got on the plane from the interviews, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I've been home for 9 months, and you don't realize one thing. There's a lot of you guys that go to a job that's high stressed and you just absorb it. You're just taking it in. But I will share something with you. I was home for almost 9 months, didn't work, and the decompression of the whole weight of the world that was on me was gone. And I got to know my wife again. I got to date my wife again. I actually got to hang out with my kids. My kids, like I can share 2 moments with you. I never went to the first day of school. I went to my son who's in high school. He started his freshman year last year. I got to go to his first day of school. I don't know if you guys went to your kid's first day of school, frightened, scared, and all those things that you're looking at like they're hanging onto your leg with dear life, or you're squeezing your hand with dear life, that you're trying to pry them off of you. I never got to experience that. And I know that your dads, you need to experience that because they need you just as much as they need mommy. And now I'm in a position where I got to go to my son's school. And the crazy thing is, there was one other dad there. And the comment he made, he goes, wow, at least I'm not the only one. That was a parent said that to me. And I'm like, and then there was some moms like, oh, who's your son or who's your child? And I'm like, John Hess, he's mine. He's, so proud to say it's my son. I'm so proud. But you don't realize the emotional thing is I get welded up right now because it's once you experience that, like, that there's such a relief, but the kids need you. I'll fast forward this. When I came and started this business, I said, you know what? I just prayed that it was what it says it was. For me being 55, they said there was mentoring and training and coaching. Well, I was 55. Okay, cool. I just hope it was what it says it is. Cool, check that off. It was there. And you had to be coachable. But I never did an online business before. And I'm sitting there going like, I ran a freaking company. I can do this. It's online. There's all these other people. There's moms doing it. I got this. And here's the crazy thing is I did one thing. I'm doing everything right. I'm doing everything. But here's the one thing. Here's this millionaire that's pouring her heart into me, and I never took advantage of it. I did the mentoring calls, I did the coaching, but I never asked a question. Here's the crazy thing. This date is probably just as important as my children's birth and my wedding anniversary of 32 years now, July 20th. I finally got out of my introverted self and asked a question and said, I just feel like I'm on the verge of it. I know I'm doing this. Tell me what I need to do. And I think the key thing is it was exactly what I was looking for. I asked my mentor there and I made daily pay 4 days later after that call. And I mean, I'm almost at $300,000 after 17 months in this business. See, it wasn't overnight for me, but I will share something with you. That call was everything. So when I'm fortunate enough to do the same thing, which return the favor, as I call it, we sit there and we invite people to these webinars. You don't know what you're missing until you get in there. I would share with you, you're not taking a risk. The risk of you doing this business is the world can open up for you. The stress, the pressure of all what we need to do I'm just telling you, you could wake up in the morning. I went surfing. I live in California. My two sons went surfing. We go surfing now almost every Wednesday morning before school.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know what your thing is, what your kids are. My relationship with my kids, I game with my kids. Full transparency, I cannot stand gaming whatsoever, but they think I'm a hero and I'm actually okay at it. But these two fat fingers, but it's not the fat fingers. It's the moment when he said, my dad can play to his boys on the gaming system. It's that moment that I fight for every day. I would never do a corporate job ever again because you went to work every day sick, you showed up. You were not, I don't know, you just didn't feel like doing it. You showed up. See, this is showing up for me and my family. And it didn't go well in the very beginning. I've learned so many things to add more income streams into my home. May not understand that yet, but I promise you, you get a check every 2 weeks or once a week. I can tell you, I have been paid for the last 120 days, almost every day. I'm just sharing that with you. It's just, you just have to learn the skill. So I could go on and on. There's so many blessings that are here. And I'll leave it on this note. In a corporate job, you have to put your armor on. You have to be somebody that you're not. I have woken up every day feeling more blessed than I could possibly imagine because I'm just Tim.